book. And as I said when we did chapter 1, what's really great about this is you can read the same book later and find new meaning. And I do this with many of my favorite books. I'll read it. Maybe I read it 5 years ago and I found some meaning, something important for me in my life. And then I read it again now, 5 years later, and I find a completely different level. Like now, some of the things I'm talking about with Animal Farm. When I read this book long ago, when I was much younger, I didn't see any religious ideas. I only saw the political. Many years ago. That's the only part that I saw, really. The very obvious political. So it's really great. As you gain more life experience, as you think more about it, you can find more and more and more from these great books. I think that's what makes them great, and why certain books have so much power for so many years. And we can look at some books that are very old. For example, in my VIP program this month, I talk about the Iliad. The Iliad, the ancient Greek story. That's thousands of years old. And yet, even now, today, I just read the Iliad recently, last month. Incredible. Isn't that amazing that a story written 3,000 years ago in a society and about a society so different than modern American or modern anywhere, and yet still has so much meaning and power. That's why the Iliad is a great book. Okay? Because over generations and generations and generations, in countries and cultures all around the world, many people, have found deep, deep meaning from that story, from that book. That's why it's a great book. Whereas, say Stephen King, who's a good writer and he tells good stories, but 500 years from now, will people still find deep meaning in the Stephen King book? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. My guess is probably not like the Iliad. Probably not like Animal Farm even.